Hey there, YouTubers! So, I am just finishing up the last of the stone from the drills that I used to hollow out this huge cave here. Of course, I'm still going to have stuff to deal with. It's possibly all up here. Looks like it is all up here still. So we got quite a bit of resources there, or a little bit of resources, not really a lot. But this will allow me to drill down, or grind down this drill, which I'm pretty happy about, because now this area is clear. This area being clear gives me room to put the Nano Assembler in place. So if we grab some steel plates and we come over and let's see if we can find the Nano Assembler. Is it 5? That is it. So this thing is pretty massive. It looks like it's about the same size as the refinery, the big refinery that is. So I kind of want it in this area, but if we look, we got conveyor tubes in a couple of different places. If we go here, we should have one line up right there that if we put a junction that it would line up with that. We could possibly do something similar here. It looks like it might be too tall and it's running into that. So we're kind of stuck with right in this area. Now we do also have the ones down low, so we could just route it from here and then we could use the same conveyor junction that we already have. So that's probably what I'm going to do. We can put it there. Now so one of the things I did between episodes was I built a little room. I think I discussed this. It might have only been in a live stream I discussed this, and for that I apologize. But I wanted to move the ceramics furnace from here into its own little room. And so I did that between episodes. So the ceramics furnace is in its own little room here. And I'm kind of like, my idea on that is largely, number one, I thought that it was called a kiln. But I was just kind of thinking of, things like this that get, like, okay, I mean, obviously the refinery would also get really hot because it's melting down metals, which are up in the 2000 degree range, possibly even higher. But I don't know. I thought the kiln needed to be in its own little room like that, and so that's what I did. The big benefit of that was that I was able to put the advanced assembler right here. Now if we go into the advanced assembler, there seems to be a little bit of a weird issue in that I can't, so the laser emitters that I know I discussed in the last video, I thought were going to be in the Nano Assembler. Turns out they're in the advanced assembler, but it won't let me actually. Now, I mean, I know I'm missing the lithium paste, so it's not that big of a deal, but I can't even click them. So, like, it'll allow me to leave one in there, but I don't know what that issue is. But then there's lithium batteries and reactor components. I could actually make reactor components, but I don't have uranium at the moment, so it kind of doesn't matter that I'm able to make reactor components, because I don't really have a purpose to make reactor components. So at this time, the advanced assembler is largely useless, but it's in there, and it fits really nicely. It fit perfectly into, I didn't even have to move this tube from the ceramics furnace. So that was kind of nice. We are 7 minutes into this recording. Hopefully I cut some of that out. Anyways, so in the last episode, we made the titanium mine, which we can just barely see over there. I want to zoom in, but I don't think that's the thing we can do. Anyways, in this episode, I want to explore this way, and I'll maybe actually make exploring a little bit of the episode, and I'm hoping this right here is actually an oasis, and there's lots of ice, like a huge cache of ice. That's what I want. I want a huge cache of ice. That is what I want to make this episode about. Now, when I do find a huge cache of ice, most likely what I'm going to do is I'm going to build my permanent base there. So this being the starter base, this is just super basic and doesn't really have a whole lot. It's somewhat small, very unfinished so far. Ooh, there is some broken stuff right there. Let's see if we can fix that. Probably don't have the steel plates to do so. Whoops. Okay, I guess I can... Oh, wow, there are straight up holes. So yeah, this is the problem with lightning right here. So I'll probably also go ahead with installing a couple of antennas around here, because when I installed the antenna down there at the cement factory, it seems that the antenna actually stopped everything else from getting struck, and the antenna isn't seeming to take damage, so very happy about that. So if we go up here, there is an area where I want to I want to actually move the residence up here, and maybe just have the place that I originally thought of as a residence down there as just like a medical facility. And then this place up here, because of the view, this will be the actual residence for the starter base. Over here, I want to have another power tower, another tower for wind generators. And maybe, actually, what I could do is over there, maybe have solar panel tower. But up here, the goal is, or what I want to do is I want, ooh, wow, that looks like that got big time destroyed. That is weird. I don't have any, oh, I do have steel plates, good. That is weird. This must have gotten struck up here. Anyways, so I want to build the residence with an antenna up here, because I think like that would be cool. Where I live, this kind of stuff, we don't see this kind of stuff. So this is like super awesome. And a couple years ago, I actually did a bike tour through that region, and I camped out in areas that kind of looked a little bit like this. I did stealth camping along along there. It was a essentially like it took me a full 10 days, but that was largely because I got lost for for like 2 days in the mountains north of Los Angeles because Google Maps sent me the wrong direction. And anyways, it was I learned a couple of valuable lessons, like always use paper maps, unless you have something. Like I actually learned about a couple other programs that do work after that. So I've been doing a little bit of exploring, and I found this absolutely beautiful view. Just gorgeous. Not 100% positive, but I think this might be where I want to build my permanent base. I think it would be cool. I could have a monster hangar for like a huge large grid ship, like inside one of these mountains, and then I could have like a residence like over here or over there or something like that. So there's like a little bit of a travel between, but not anything crazy. We should look. If I go back to tab, we got iron right there. It's only 500 blocks away. We got silicon. And we got lithium. Wow, that's awesome. So, yeah, I think that sounds like a great idea. Because we got 3 resources, somewhat close. Of course, we're a long ways from our titanium. We're probably getting close to 9 kilometers from where our titanium is. So I did a little bit of research, though. One thing I should probably mention is, so the ice not being in big clumps is nothing with the planet. That is actually the mod. And every time you see a little tuft of grass like this, there's a little bit of ice down there. You can see it right there. So there's a little bit of ice over here, but it's only a thin sliver. It's a larger sliver, but it's still only a thin sliver. And that's the way all of these are. One of the primary reasons why they do that, I suspect, I'm not 100% positive, but is I think they want to push us into more of the mod. So the mod allows for jet fuel and whatnot. There's something above jet fuel even. I don't remember what it's called though. Rocket fuel. So there's rocket fuel, enclosed rocket fuel. Okay, I thought there was something. I know that there was gasoline. Okay, maybe that's all it was, and I'm just remembering wrong. Anyways, so rocket fuel is going to be interesting. I do plan on working with that. I was planning on using that to get to space the first time, and then I would maybe be able to use something else after that. But, maybe it would be cool. I could even do like a vertical thing, which would kind of stink a little bit if stuff ever started spawning, which I don't know why there haven't been anything. I haven't seen a single thing at all ever in this world, and it's starting to bother me a little bit. But I'm going to do a little more exploring. I'm going to go check out that mountain range over there, and I will maybe see you when I'm back at the starter base, unless I find something else that's super awesome. Alright, well, I found a second pretty awesome contender right here. I think this is pretty amazing. It'd be sweet, like down there we could put like a silo style hangar, and then we could have like a flyout style hangar like on the side of the mountain, like over here or over here. And then like up here, like up here, we could have like the residence like drilled like into the wall, and then this would be the view right here, which is pretty sweet. That grass is super green. I am definitely taking a look at that. I didn't actually go up and check that area out until just now on recording. Let's go check out that super green patch, because maybe there's a bigger patch of ice there. I should also turn that stuff back on. Why am I not seeing... Oh, maybe? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we got titanium, nickel. Ooh, gold. I didn't see gold either. I should go mark that. I already marked the titanium. I marked that oil sand too, because in case I decide to build over here. So where was that super green grass? I'm surprisingly close to my starter base. I didn't mark that oil sand though. Okay, I'm gonna check this out, because this might be different. I'm gonna go underneath one of these trees, like this one right here, this big one. It says it's 25 meters. And usually what happens... Ooh, wow, I'm closer to the tree than I thought I was. Hopefully I didn't ruin it. Doesn't look like I did. Yeah, see, that's what happens. Whenever I start drilling, the ice thing jumps to the side. But if I go down... Oh... Okay. Nope, it's still just a sliver. It might be a bigger sliver. Pretty sure I'm lower than 25 meters. Yeah, that's too bad. We could check another place just to make sure that it's not like thicker over here. Look at that tree. That is cool. So yeah, there's still nothing. Not really any different. Which is too bad. It's really, really too bad. Well, it's not the end of the world. I didn't mean to do that. Oh no. That is really bad. I'm a really long ways away. I might have... Hopefully I have a hydrogen tank. Good. So body location is 5 kilometers that way. That stinks. Alright, well, I have done some more work over here. So I forgot to go back and look at my last scene that I recorded. So maybe I'll just give you a little overview of what I've done. So since the last episode, I built this house. I built it on stream. There are 4 bedrooms. There's 2 on each floor. Each bedroom has 1 bed. Each apartment, I guess you could say, has 1 kitchen and 1 table with 3 chairs. Couch with a TV. Yeah, it's pretty nice, I think. It's not like absolutely mind-blowing fabulous. I don't like how some of the textures don't really match up properly, but I thought the wood texture like that was better than most of the alternatives, so I'm gonna stick with it at least for now. I could have maybe like made the house like significantly bigger and then doubled up all the walls so that I could have different interior walls as exterior walls, but that just looked really difficult, so I didn't do that. Anyways, go ahead and close that, and we'll maybe do a little flying. We built a maintenance shed. I haven't filled it yet. I want to still put like some small cargo containers, like maybe they were a part of a DLC a while back. Let me see. I don't remember what they were called. No, I think they were here. These things. Freight. So we can put like a bunch of freight in here and maybe like a couple of tables and stuff like that, so it looks like this is a maintenance shed. And maybe we'll even like put like a drill like laying down or something like that, like like it's being worked on. You know what? I might even have what I need to do that basic thing. Okay, so I did a little bit more work. I switched those lights around because I had them going the wrong direction. But yeah, so I added in some little freight containers here. So it looks like they're working on the drill. Now the only thing I really think I need to add is some kind of like forklift type thing. I added some blinking lights on all the towers, on all the sides of all the towers actually, the big towers. I didn't worry about this one, but this is not nearly as tall as those. Maybe I should put one here too, but now I don't have materials to do that because I just used them up. But I think that this is pretty close to done. Now I still need to get the lithium paste so that I can finish building this thing up. And once I do that, then I'll empty the cargo containers of all of the titanium. All of the cargo containers of the titanium. I think I said that wrong, but oh well. Yeah, I think it really looks kind of cool. You know, it's a mining outpost. So we're gonna take a quick screenshot here. There we go. Let me try it again, see if we can get the red lights blinking. There. That's what we want. Sweet. Alright, let's turn the HUD back on. And yeah, I'm really liking it. I think there's probably going to be a little bit more in the episode. Not too sure though. I'll at least come back for the outro. All right, so I've done a ton of recording, and I have enough for one more full episode, and so I'm trying to that this is recording after the fact. Trying to just finish up this episode, which we should go up here and take a look, because I made a few changes up here, including these lights, which I think look pretty sweet. So in the last clip, I was finishing up the titanium mining outpost, and in the episode, I was patching up holes up here. So I changed all this out to heavy armor. I have not added any antennas yet, because the antennas aren't working as well as I thought they were. In that clip, I mentioned that I thought the antenna down at the cement factory was preventing the rest of the cement factory from being struck, which it might have improved, but it did not help as much as I wanted it to, as I've already had to replace rotors and a connector, so it's not working as well as I want it to. The other big thing I did that I'm going to include in this episode is the medical bay. So we have a little lab equipment set up, and we have the medical stations. We also have an O2H2 generator, a cargo container. We got an airlock, 2 vents. This one here is set to depressurize, so it actually filled up between here and this cargo container is an oxygen tank, and that oxygen tank is filled because of this. So if I close this door, this will pressurize, and yeah, therefore there is high oxygen and a good temperature in this room. I started building a elevator shaft, but I haven't gotten very far on it for what will be the residence. That might appear in the next episode. I'm not sure. But the next episode, there's going to be a bunch of stuff over at the oil the oil factory, because there was an update to the mod, Industrial Overhaul, and also I do some tidying up, which I think I talked about like 2 episodes ago, because lightning struck and it broke the drilling rig, and then I ended up just changing what I wanted to do for the drilling rig, and I finally accomplished that. I did that actually a few days ago, but that will be in the following episode, which I will record as soon as this one finishes processing on my computer. Like while it's uploading, I will be editing that episode, along with showing some of the other changes that I've made. The episode after that will be a lithium mine, but we're gonna go with that, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Please don't hesitate to click that like button, smash that like button, as a lot of YouTubers like to say. Leave a comment, subscribe, let me know you're enjoying this. I'm picking up a few subscribers, so I think people are enjoying it, but yeah, have a great day. Bye.